Hey gang, sorry, Uncle Todd and Sonny here. Just finished, well, a little while ago, the new Doctor Who special, first of three. And as always, it's not Christmas in England without an alien invasion. Well, as we saw during the ending of the last series, the Whittaker Doctor had regenerated back into the David Tennant Doctor, and he's a little confused. Why would he have an old face and an old personality? Doesn't happen. Well, he's down on Earth, and he's looking around and inadvertently bumps into Donna. Now, there was a brief flashback to help explain that the Doctor cannot be with Donna. Donna had absorbed a great deal of Time Lord energy, and her human body cannot handle that. So all that information was hidden in her mind. It's still there, but she can't access it. If she does, she'll die. The Doctor also meets her daughter Rose, and about that time an alien ship crashes nearby. Donna, of course, missed it, luckily. So as they head home, the Doctor grabs a cab, which just happens to be driven by Sean, Donna's husband, Rose's father. And the Doctor pretends to be a friend of one of Donna's friends, and is perplexed why Sean is driving a cab. After all, when they got married, the Doctor sent her a lottery ticket with the winnings of £160 million. Turns out she gave it all away. Oh, except for the amount she put down on the house that they live in. Gave the rest of it away, all to charity. Well, the Doctor gets to the crash site, which is not a crash site. The ship righted itself and landed. There was an escape pod that was also jettisoned. Now, the Doctor sneaks in. Even though he could just walk in with his unit ID, he sneaks in because he doesn't want to cause too much of a fuss, because he doesn't want, the whole Donna thing. And there he meets their current scientific advisor, Shirley Ann Bigelow, who is in a wheelchair. That will become important later. Then the Doctor learns that they know where the alien from that craft is, and they're heading out to go retrieve it. So the Doctor jumps aboard the truck, which takes them to Donna's neighborhood and an empty capsule. Turns out the creature has been found by Rose. It's called a meep. It is a very cuddly looking little creature with lots of fur, big ears, and big eyes, and has a very cutesy voice. So she's hiding it in their shed, where she makes stuffed toys to help make ends meet with the family. It is also during this sequence we learn that she is trans, because some of the neighborhood boys, when they drive by while Donna and her are walking home, they keep calling her Jason. That is the only reference to her being trans, so it's very subtle, and I liked it. Let's see, where were we? Yes. Back at the landing site, the unit soldiers have found an opening, and they pry it open with a new device, and they are all taken control of by some weird looking psychedelic appearing energy. Now all their eyes glow blue, and they put their visors down and they walk off. They go to the crash site and relieve the other men, telling them to go back, and they start searching. About this time, Donna has walked in on Rose and the Meep. First she thinks it's another stuffed animal, but then when she touches it, it squeaks and jabbers, and she freaks. And then the doctor shows up, but Sylvia, Donna's mother, does not want him to come in because she's afraid if Donna sees him, it'll all come back and then she'll die. But the doctor has to get in because there's an alien in there. And while he's bandaging up the injured hand the Meep has, we get a very funny exchange about pronouns and don't assume things. And the Meep says its pronouns are the definitive. The Meep. Anyway, the soldiers bust in, and then these two aliens bust in from the other side and start shooting out with the soldiers. And the aliens are really cool. They're really tall. They got these huge red eyes. They have like insect wings so they can fly, and one hand is like, and their hands are like claws, and they've got this odd little gun. The doctor, using his sonic screwdriver, breaks through walls, puts up barriers and things, and gets them out. They hop into the car just as the unhypnotized unit soldiers show up, and it's a big gun battle. And the doctor realizes the soldiers the aliens are shooting aren't dead. They're just tranquilized. Getting away, the doctor also realizes Sean's taxi isn't hit by anything. So, putting on a wig, like judges wear, or magistrate I should say, he convenes a hearing. And the two aliens that were hunting for the Meep appear. Now the Meep had originally told him that he is the last Meep. All others have been hunted to extinction for their fur. Well, the other aliens say that no, the Meeps are the most. There was an accident with the sun on the Meep system, and they changed to bloodthirsty conquerors who eat the conquered. At which point the Meep gives up the facade and shows these huge amount of sharp teeth and turns all sinister with that evil kind of laugh all sinister villains have. Sorry. And the hypnotized soldiers show up. The Meep kills the two aliens, and they're all captured and taken back to the site where the ship is. He's planning to have all these hypnotized people fix the ship. Now the doctor knows this drive, in order to launch, buries itself into the planet, absorbing energy from it and destroying part of the planet for a good 100 square miles, if not more, making it easier to conquer. Well, they're being taken somewhere to be kept and to watch the destruction when the ship finally launches. When Shirley Ann Bigelow shows up and tranquilizes the doctors and the group's guards with some tranquilizing darts fired from her wheelchair. She tells the others to run and tells the doctor the only way to get to the ship to stop it is through this one area that is basically blocked off because everything else is too guarded. Then she fires a couple of rockets out of her wheelchair. The thing is, the wheelchair is not mechanical. It's a regular wheelchair where you have to, move it by hand. So just having this weaponry pop out was hilarious. Anyways, Donna goes with the doctor instead of her family, blocking the gate they pass through after they pass through, and she hasn't. Then she runs, and she's starting to remember because when they get into the ship right before the door's closed. She says, "Huh, boy, I remember these." Doctor's upset, but he can't do anything, so he's going to have to prevent the launch. So he's doing a bunch of stuff, but then a wall partition comes down and they're cut off. And in order to complete it, they will have to work together, which means she will have to have the knowledge of a Time Lord. And he doesn't want to, because that will kill her. But she says, if you don't, my family will die, along with millions of other people. You have to. I'm willing to die for my family. So he says the key words, and Donna is back to Dr. Donna. And they hit all the buttons they need to. And while this has been going on, the drive slammed into the earth and is creating these huge fiery craters as it's bubbling up magma and drawing in the energy from it. And then it reverses, really ticking off the Meep, who sends the hypnotized soldiers up to take care of them. Donna, meanwhile, dies. She thanks the doctor. And then, just as the soldiers arrive to kill the doctor, somebody flips some switches on the control down on the launching pad, and all of the hypnotism leaves the guards. And then Donna wakes up. It's at this point the doctor realizes, by Donna having a daughter, all that Nexus energy was split. Now, this doesn't mean she won't die. It just means she has more time, as does her daughter. Oh, but there is that sly problem of the Meep. Well, he's going to do something so terrible. And the doctor, who now has control of the ship, basically fires the escape pod where he floats down in a parachute, is captured, and turned over to two other officers. That the aliens that were killed were officers looking for the Meep. Then, right before he leaves, he says, "It's not over, Doctor. You will have to deal with my boss." And then he's taken away. To which the doctor replies, "Oh, so cryptic. I hate cryptic." Well, getting back to the TARDIS. Excuse me a minute. Had an itch. Getting back to the TARDIS, the doctor asks Donna if she wants to take a trip. She says no, she has responsibility now. She's a mother. Rose says, "Can I take a look inside?" "No," Donna says, "no." And then the doctor plays his trump card. See, her father is in a home for ex-soldiers run by UNIT, because, all the stuff he's done to save the Earth. And he says, "Well, we could go see Wilford." "Oh, that's playing dirty, Doctor." "Okay." And they go. Inside the TARDIS, all new, really cool. Bit of a retro throwback on some of the decorations, but it has a new coffee maker. And the doctor brews up some coffee for Donna, who then spills it on the new control panel, and the whole thing goes haywire, and they're flying off somewhere we don't know where. Really good episode. It's a nice thing Tennant brought back. It closed some loose threads that were left from his era, mainly the Dr. Donna part. Oh, forgot one important thing. Donna and Rose, they have figured out how to keep their memories and get rid of the Nexus energy. Something a Time Lord would never think of doing. They let it go. They just agree to get rid of it. And it leaves their bodies and goes off into the ether. Or back to the Nexus, or wherever Time Lord energy goes. Which I thought was kind of neat. Especially the part about it's something a Time Lord would never think of doing. And they're right. No Time Lord would ever give up their time energy. I'm glad that they're going to have two more, because I'm still waiting to see Sean Patrick Harris as the Celestial Toymaker, who has not been in Doctor Who since the William Hartnell era. He was an interesting villain, I believe played by Michael, oh God, I'm going to screw this up, Michael Gough, the actor who played Alfred in the Tim Burton Batman movies, as well as many Hammer films. And he has not been on the show in like 60-some years. He was in like one of Hartnell's last adventures, like second from last, I think. Yeah, it was Celestial Toymaker, then they went into the Old West, and then I think they met the Cybermen, and that's when Hartnell's Doctor had to regenerate. Anyway, a really good episode. Has all the standard Tennant things. Lots of running, lots of jokes, and always great to see Catherine Tate as Donna. She always is entertaining and funny and a little bossy. And also has a big heart. It turns out the reason she gave all the money away, because when she gets all her memory back, she's really angry at the Doctor for giving away 160 million pounds. But she gave it away because there was a part of the Doctor still in her subconscious that made her want to be like him and do good and help people. But that's been part of the character since after her first adventure with the Doctor, where she's always willing to help, and she's a very accepting character of other races and cultures and things, and that shows through in her daughter, who is trans. Yeah, another good Doctor Who episode. Looking forward to the next one, wherever they end up going, since Donn has screwed up the control panel now. Or was this all part of the boss's plan? And I'm pretty sure the boss is going to be the Celestial Toymaker, as are we all. Well, that's it for this one. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. And I believe the next episode is next week. And then the third one will be the week after that. So, can't wait for it.